Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we are showcasing and installing Autobeam Sequential indicators. So guys, inside this box we have two of the new Autobeam Sequential door mirror indicators. So they're going to come in two different variations. You've got the tinted ones and you've got the clear ones. Not only do they work as sequential indicators, but you've got the option to run these as kind of normal indicators. So rather than them being sequential where they run across, they're actually just going to flash the whole light at once. So if you wanted the brightest door mirror indicators possible on the market, I reckon these are the ones to get. Now if we crack some open, so inside you can see that we've got a ton of LED lights inside. And then on the back, once again, we have the option to switch between either sequential or normal kind of on and off. So I'll show you that once it's installed, but this is kind of unique to the Autobeam products. You won't see this anywhere out there on the market. I think you'll find that kind of at the end of this video I will do a comparison between these and other brands on the market, and you will see that these are going to blow them out the water. So anyway, let's get them on the car. I will show you how to install them and then we'll do the comparison. And just to show you the comparison between the clear unit and the non-clear unit. So obviously one is tinted, one is not. It's your choice which one you want to buy. But otherwise they do the exact same thing. So what we're going to be doing is removing clips. Now there's kind of three clips that you want to get to. Kind of one's here, one's here, and one's here. Once you got those off, it pretty much just slides off. So obviously you want to get to our indicator here. So hopefully you can see there's one clip at the end, one clip in the middle, and there is one clip just over here. So what we're basically going to use is like a pick or a flat-headed screwdriver. Basically you're going to get in there and you're just going to poke it upwards. So you're literally just going to pop, and you're going to pop the clip off, and then pop the clip off. And you're basically just going to, once you've kind of pushed it up a bit, you're going to push it backwards a bit. So you're just trying to get it obviously away from this edge. Okay, so once you've got to this point, you're just going to slide your mirror cap out. Now make sure you slide your mirror cap out backwards like that, as there are these tabs on the bottom just here and you don't want to snap them off, especially off of the housing unit itself. So I'll quickly just show you that these clips down here basically just slide on the cover like that, and there's small little holes down here. Now these are very, very fragile, so obviously be really, really careful with these. If you do break those, you will need a whole new housing. So that's probably the scariest bit of this install, is just making sure obviously you don't break any of these tabs off basically. But it's easy enough to do. So once we're actually inside the unit, we're going to remove the bulbs first. You just wiggle that out. Obviously I've got the Autobeam indicator bulbs already in here, but obviously we're now switching them out for sequentials. So once that's out, let's just tuck that out of the way for now. We don't need that. So there is then this metal clip here, and that is what's holding it in. So all you do is push it in, and it comes out that easily. So that is how you remove your door mirror indicators, or the housing for it. So what we're going to do is, first of all, remove this bulb from this holder. So just give it a nice little squeeze and a wiggle. So whether you've got OEM bulbs or aftermarket ones, you've got to remove this because that's where our power is coming from. We're then going to grab our new LED unit. Now bear in mind that when we're attaching it, we've got tabs at the end here. These tabs are going to go into the side of the housing over here. And we've also got like a hook, and that is going to go into this section here. Now first thing we're going to do is connect the wire. So we're going to connect the power, which is this one, into our little bulb holder here. Give it a nice push into the holder once it's in. We're then going to once again line up the tabs on the side just here. Make sure it's all in place, give it a little push, you'll hear it all click into place, and that is in theory, installation complete. All we got to do is put our mirror cap back on and obviously choose whether we want sequential or not. So the sequential setting for this is with the 0 or the off button. So hopefully you can see as I press, you'll see it will shoot across, and then if I was to press this, once again unlock, you can see it lights up as a solid lump. So we're going to go obviously for sequential because that's the main reason why we've got these. I'll just set you guys backwards and then you can have a quick look. Obviously this is during daylight. And then if I was to turn it back to solid, and then once again sequential. So that is currently one installed. We're going to replace the mirror cap now, pop it back on, and then on the other side we'll install a smoke version of this, or the tinted version, and you can kind of compare the two between each other, and then as I said before, we're going to compare against other companies at the end of this video. So to replace these mirror caps, all you got to do is line these tabs at the bottom up with these holes down here. Obviously, once again, be very, very gentle with this. Once you've slid it on, just kind of give it a push as you go around. So I'd say work from this side first, which is closest to the car, and just slowly kind of push it together. Once again, don't force anything. It all has its slots that it needs to go into. Cool, once you've pushed that on, so that is basically install complete. Now we just need to do this on the other side, but as you can see, sequential indicators working perfectly. So the tinted or smoked one is now installed. Once again, exactly the same, just on the other side. But hopefully you guys can see this. So this is the non-sequential. Pretty bright. And this is the sequential. So what I'll do now is I'll do a quick view from the front, so obviously you can see the difference between the smoked and the clear, and then tonight I shall record basically the difference between these and those during night time, which is obviously when the lights are going to show fully, and then we'll do a comparison between companies. On the right we've got clear dynamic setting, and on the left we've got smoked normal setting. So obviously with any kind of smoked or tinted lights, including if you were to tint your front lights, obviously your door mirrors, your rear lights, you are going to get a reduced light output. So obviously that's why you can see the difference there. Obviously on this side it's a little bit dimmer than this side, and that's because it's obviously got the tint. Obviously if you've tinted all of your lights, I personally haven't, all of mine are still clear, or if you've got like blacked out housings or anything like that, I would recommend the smoke set just so it kind of completes the look for you. Obviously if you haven't, I would recommend this one just because they are brighter, but that's because they don't have the tint. So obviously bear that in mind. Now obviously if this is something you're interested in, all the links are in the description if you want to buy any of these products. If you guys like this, go purchase them down in the description, but these are so bright. Obviously I'll leave you guys with some comparison videos of other companies, but thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Basically just going to, once you've kind of pushed it up a bit, you're going to push it backwards a bit. So you're just trying to get it obviously away from this edge.